For many LGBTQ Christians, there's one passage in the Bible that's often used against them, the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. It's been shouted from pulpits and misused in conversations to condemn same-sex relationships. But is that really what the Bible is saying? Is the story of Sodom and Gomorrah really about homosexuality? When we take a closer look, not just at Genesis 19, but at other parts of Scripture and parallel stories like Judges 20, a very different picture begins to emerge. Dr. David P. Gashi, a renowned Christian ethicist, says this in his book, Changing Our Minds. Few serious biblical interpreters think this story is about homosexuality. The parallel story in Judges 20 from verse 5 makes absolutely clear that it was violence the men wanted, including sexual violence, and it's violence they inflicted. The Bible later refers to Sodom as a symbol of human evil and divine judgment, but not once does it mention same-sex love or relationships as the reason for that judgment. Ezekiel 16 verse 49 says, "Now this was the sin of your sister Sodom. She and her daughters were arrogant, overfed and unconcerned. They did not help the poor and needy." Not once is same-sex attraction mentioned. Matthew Vines, author of God and the Gay Christian, echoes this truth. He points out that for centuries after Sodom's destruction, no biblical writer connected its sin to same-sex behavior. He writes, "If Sodom's sin had indeed been same-sex behavior, it's highly unlikely that every written discussion of the city for centuries following its destruction would fail to mention that." So let's be clear. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is not a judgment on loving, committed same-sex relationships. It is a story about violence, abuse, and injustice. To use this passage to attack gay Christians is not only inaccurate, it's a misuse of Scripture. God's love is bigger than fear. It's deeper than judgment, and it reaches everyone, wherever they are. God is calling the people of the world to Himself.